Hello, my name is Jerry Gerritsen Tabea Law, and I'm going to go ahead and read this real quick, and then we'll go into our talk on demystifying the Visa Bulletin. And God said, "Let the waters under the heaven be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear." And it was so. The Visa Bulletin comes out once a month, and it's set up on a fiscal year scenario. So from October is the first Visa Bulletin to September for the fiscal year. So let's just say this is 2021. This last October, we're in the month of November right now. This last October came out the first Visa Bulletin for fiscal year 2022. And that's important. We'll touch on that in a little bit. This may end up being a series about Visa Bulletin. I don't think I can get everything in one shot here. But let me just start kind of on the basics, and then we can move forward from there. So basically, the Visa Bulletin is, of course, Visa is an entry. It is a document, or it's the way that a person gains entry into the United States. That's your visa. Now, status is something different. That is what you have that allows you to be in this country or remain in this country. But that's different from visa, because you don't show Border Patrol your status. You show them your visa. The visa is the entry document. So, of course, you got non-immigrant visas and you got immigrant visas, two major categories. The non-immigrant visas are for folks coming in on a temporary basis. They're not looking to stay here for an extended time. They're looking here basically to be temporary. Then you have the permanent, the immigrant visas, and those folks do have the intent to be here permanently, and they're looking to get their green card, maybe perhaps someday to get their citizenship. But those are immigrant. Now, two different categories, and that's important because if a person comes here with the idea of staying here permanently as an immigrant, but they're coming in on a non-immigrant visa, that could be a problem because your intent, that'd be a fraudulent intent. But that's a different story. So here we are with the Visa Bulletin. Again, they come out once a month. I don't have a copy of one. I think what I'll do next, the next one or the next talk, I'll have an actual Visa Bulletin. I'll probably pull the October Bulletin so I look at it. But let me just give you the basics. These come from USCIS, United States Citizenship Immigration Services, and they post them once a month. And here it is. First of all, it's for not only family-based, but also business-based. And so the Visa Bulletin gives you the dates that your application can be processed, basically. And when a party sends in their I-130, they will get back from the USCIS a priority date. And that date you take and you match that up with the dates they have on the Visa Bulletin. And if your date is current, then you can go ahead and go forward with your application, whatever that may be. For your I-130, you're looking at getting a green card or legal permanent resident. If it's an I-140, you're coming through a business route. Your EB2, EB3, and there, again, when you send the I-140 in, now this is business, employment-based. Again, both of these are immigrant, so you're here to be coming here permanently. You will get a priority date, same way as you do with the I-130, I-140. And with that date, you look at the countries they have there, the country where you come from, and then the categories. So most family-based parties that come over are in the immediate relative. Now, the immediate relative are not on the visa bulletin because they're an unlimited amount of people can come in. Again, the immediate relative is the U.S. citizens' parents or children under 21 or their spouse. So that's the immediate relative. You will not look on the visa bulletin for that. It's not going to be there. The reason is there's no limit. The reason why you have a visa bulletin is because there are limits on countries and categories of how many immigrants can come in per year. And what happens is that the bigger countries like China and India, Philippines, Mexico, they have backlogs because there's more people that they have that are trying to get into this country than other countries. We have quotas per country, and therefore the larger countries have backlogs. So what you do is, if you're from, let's just say, India, you look at your priority date, and then you go to the visa bulletin and see what you're going to be looking at the country, India, and then whatever your preference is. Let's just say you're coming in on family-based preference 1, so you're a son or daughter that's over 21, but you're not married, son or daughter of a U.S. citizen, but you're not married. That would be first F1. That'd be a first priority. And you look at the F1 under the category of, or the country of India. You look at that date. Now, India, China, they're all backlogged, sometimes 10, 15 years. That means you can't even apply for a green card until that date is current. Meaning, let's just say, let's say your priority date is today, November 8th, 2021. Then you have to wait until that date is 11/8/21 on the visa bulletin, right, or later. So your priority date has to be before 11/8/21. So you may look at India right now, and I think it's probably somewhere around 2012, right, or even worse. So you're looking at 2012. Well, no, you need that priority date, or you need that date on the visa bulletin to be 11/8/2021 or later. So so if it's 2012, and I'm just throwing numbers out there right now, if it's 2012, that's 9 years. So that means that you sent the I-130 in, but you cannot go forward with that application until the priority date. You can't file your I-485, which is the next step in your green card process, until that priority date on the visa bulletin is current. So until it says 11/8/21 or after, 11 or December 1st, 2021, you're stuck. You're waiting. So I'll go into much more detail, but that's kind of the gist of the visa bulletin. All right. So you guys have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.